Welcome to Museum Holic. I am your host, Anne Pasek, and today it is cooking time. Why Museum Holic has a cooking episode? Well, I am talking not only cooking but the food that I am showcased here in Museum Holic is national food in every country. And today it is national dish of Peru, and we will be making ceviche. And behind me are all the ingredients, but most important, the fish. The fish, I keep it in the fridge. But I am not gonna take this intro too long because the fish is so fresh, and that is the secret of ceviche. Fresh ingredients. In today's video content is about ceviche. And of course, making a ceviche is very important to have fresh fish. And today I bought fresh halibut, not frozen, not previously frozen, but this is wild halibut fresh, more than a kilo. And of course, lime, the main ingredients, red onion. Red onion is the best to use for ceviche. Not only will give a distinct flavor, but it will give color also for the dish. Now I have the yam or sweet potato, and then the chili pepper or habanero, and I have garlic, and of course corn cobs, and of course this is also important, ginger, fresh ginger, not the powder ginger. Fresh ginger is very, very important. If you cannot find any fresh ginger, I bet. And of course, instead of olive oil, I use sunflower oil. This is what I have available in the house. And I have the fresh cilantro or parsley. And I have the lettuce, red lettuce, and green lettuce. And most important is pepper. So this is a simple recipe, but making ceviche is timing, freshness of the fish, of course, as you can see, very, very fresh, and right away you have to make it by the time you got the fish. You can use anything, like, not anything. What I meant is you can use octopus, shrimps, and I will mention, or please see the description link below, which I will provide any variation of fish beside halibut. So now in here I have the halibut. You can use Bassa fish, Mahi-Mahi, and sometimes tuna. But in Peru, it is a white fish. But in each country, they have a different variation of ceviche. And for me, I will have to follow what is mostly in Peru is using the type of fish. So I will fillet this fish, since you can tell there's still skin. As you can see here, it's already been removed, so I'm gonna keep it because I need it for fish broth, but not in this recipe. So The fish has been pre-washed, so I have to cut this in a bite size, not too small, not too big. Handling a fish, you don't have to really put too much force when pressing it down while slicing. It is important to understand the word fresh. When I meant fresh, the fish is fresh, all the ingredients fresh, lettuce, and of course cilantro. So you can do this later, but because I did this first, so after I cut the fish, I put this on this strainer with some ice in order for me to keep it freshness. So while the fish is on top of the ice, I put it on a strainer so that the water will just gonna drain, in order that the fish will not gonna be soak or absorb the water when the ice melt. And the same thing with the rest here. This is each bowl where I'm gonna put the chili pepper, onion, and the ginger will be kept on this small ball with some ice in order to keep the freshness. Now I will transfer the fish into this bowl so that I can put some lime to it. Now I will continue this procedure, putting the lime. You can use also when the pink color will turn into white. So you just have to keep mixing that. So there's still so as you can see here, this part here is pink, and then some part is white. So you have to keep an eye if you really don't want to eat raw fish. But in some culture, they just eat raw fish. But through the acidity of the lime, then the fish will just cook because of this processed ingredients like the onion, garlic, and the one that I chopped earlier, ginger, and I put some ice in order to keep the freshness. So I'm just gonna drain this here. So I have bigger pieces just to show you that you can shred if you don't want this big chunk so you can spread the ginger. And then the habanero. So this is the one whole habanero. I just removed the top, easier to clean, and remove the seed. Don't include the seed since it will be kind of so spicy. So again, and then I add big chunk of onion and then the parsley. And again, I'm using sea salt. I'm using this type of salt, sea salt. And then later on I will finish with this fine salt. It's optional, but sea salt is the best. I don't measure it, but you have to be careful in putting of sea salt because the fish is already salty, and just to be aware. So as you can see here, I'm gonna make this closer, so you just have to keep mixing it. And fish is cooked. If you're gonna check that out, it's totally white. And then if you see